As schools open back up around the country, returning students find themselves in an unfamiliar situation. Required masks, lunch at their desks, no recess, and the possibility of school swapping to distance learning hanging over their heads. The mere opening of schools was and still remains a polarizing topic across the United States. The initial debate centered around whether or not to even reopen the schools. Betsy DeVos went on record saying, "Open the schools, let parents choose whether the children attend." This is the plan that many schools across the nation chose to follow. Whether or not this is the safest plan remains to be seen. While the issue is not completely divided upon party lines, prominent individuals from each party have stepped up to throw their hat into the ring on what to do about the schools. The main issue brought up in discussion about the reopening of schools is the likelihood of an infection spreading. Whether or not the children would be able to meet the standards provided by the CDC is incredibly unlikely. This viral picture of a packed hallway with students without masks on, taken soon after schools reopened in Georgia, directly supports this. This is the worst possible scenario for COVID-19 to spread, a tight group of maskless people indoors. While the symptoms of COVID-19 are much milder in younger people, there can still be deaths among those with other risk factors. There is also a high likelihood that an infected child can go home and infect their family who may be at risk. Some of the strategies being used to stop the spread of COVID-19 in schools are more likely to work than others, and many of them will take a lot of getting used to by the children. While every school spaced out desks, some schools have taken it one step farther and scheduled the children to stay at their one desk and instead rotate teachers from classroom to classroom. This will help with contact tracing, as well as keeping interactions between students to a minimum. Some schools are canceling all recess and having students eat lunch at their desks. This will all take a lot of getting used to by the students, and it is unknown whether or not they will actually follow these directions. Many schools have swapped to a predominantly distance learning based curriculum, and it has its own issues. From students with bad internet connections and short attention spans to the relatively unsafe encryption of web hosting services like Zoom, there are some serious issues. So what do you think about this? Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.